this work is specifically, it's good for anyone who's curious about animism, but it's specifically for people that I call the forgotten people, which are those of us who come from lineages that have been heavily colonized. A lot of us with European ancestry are definitely in that camp, probably all of us. And we've been made to forget our animist nature. So usually we are the first generation to shake that off and remember, work on remembering and unlearning and remembering. So this content is specifically for you, because then we don't have direct access to a living lineage anymore. We have to create one for going forward into our benevolent future. In full circle animism, and the full circle is the part about that we are the ones remembering, bringing our lineage full circle from being forgetting, like being the way we've always been throughout time in our ancestry, and then the dominating culture, a dominating culture showed up and told us, our ancestors, that we had to convert or die, and horrible things happened, and we're still living under that era. So in full circle animism, kindred means, because I refer to kin and kindred a lot, a person's relatives in the web of life, very generally. Doesn't necessarily mean blood, it means by heart, marriage, belief, kindred spirits, okay? And in full circle animism, colonized or colonization means the worldwide practice of an imperial nation conquering a place and its indigenous population. And that's all over Europe as well, back in the day. Over time, the history, language, and cultural values of the colonizing culture are forced upon the people, thereby causing multi-generational trauma and poisoning the land and water in the process. Now, in that, I will go to the very, very first page of the book where I had found a quote. And actually, I found a quote and I put it right at the top, because I think it describes where we're at perfectly. And honestly, the way where I found this quote was on the cover of an old George Carlin album. And it just said anonymous. I don't think they knew who it was by. And then when I was getting ready to, I'm editing this version, I put the quote in Google, and the origin actually came up. And it's from a piece called The Tainted Grain by a rabbi in 1805 named Rebbe Nachman. And so here is what this quote is. I think it's very applicable to our lineages and what we're trying to do. Here it is. Once upon a time, there was a community whose harvest came in and it was poisonous. Those who ate it would become insane. There is but one thing to do, said the elder. We must eat the grain to survive, but there must be those among us who remember that we are insane. Sounds familiar, right? In this book are multiple poems that back in the days when I wrote the original version. And so here is one. This is probably from 1999. Do you remember? Do you remember the time when we danced because we heard the earth call? No need to speak the same language because the rhythm spoke for us all. Our ancestral connections guide travels to places forever in our minds, to gather healing medicine for ourselves and our allies. Where did these times go, you ask? I have wondered this myself. And as I continue to practice love, I find them hiding on a dusty old mind shelf. Mind, not mine, mind shelf. We may feel alone and we may look around and see pain. Yet when we dance and trance together, we breathe life to the dream once again. So it's been good to be with you. I appreciate your interest, and do please practice trusting yourself. It is abundantly important. And you belong, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much.